Hey people, we're talking about 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, particularly verse 9, and it gives to us 3 characteristics of believers. If you want to be a Christian, see if you can tick these boxes. First characteristic is that a Christian is one who has turned, and we've been talking about that for a couple of days. Prodigal son has been our model. He turned away from his messed up life and he returned to his father. What a great thing to do. Well done, prodigal son. But now we're talking about other aspects of turning. Now, the verse tells us that we turn away from idols. Turn away from idols. You know what an idol is? An idol is anything in your life that is more important to you than God. And when you have idols, the one thing we have to do is we either follow them and do what they want us to do, or else we reject them and we turn from them to follow God wholeheartedly. Now, it's this turning from idols that is intriguing. I don't think there's anybody out there that would want to argue with the idea of turning away from wickedness and sin. But as I am confronted with my own life and as I witness it in the lives of others, I often see people who are happy to turn, but they only turn halfway. They're looking in one direction, but they're moving in another. And as they're looking back at their old life, hoping to move in another direction, it's like trying to drive your car, looking through the rear view mirror. It's just, you're going to crash into something. You're not going to develop and build up any speed, and you're going to probably mess up your car and have the insurance company down your neck. So we need to know that we're facing the right direction, moving in the right direction. If you're still looking at the issues of the world, wanting to move in the opposite direction, then it's only a matter of time before you stop and move direction, because you're always drawn towards the dominant picture. If the dominant picture in your life is the idols that used to be in your life, it's not going to be long before you turn around again and are drawn towards that which is the dominant picture to you. So have a look at the children of Israel in the wilderness, came out of Egypt, turned initially from the idols of Egypt, and decided they wanted to follow God. But they moved following God with their back towards the God's direction, still looking at Egypt. And we've often said, I guess this is why Moses called them stiff-necked people. You're always looking back. You're always looking back. No wonder you keep stumbling. No wonder you're not making any progress. No wonder you're not getting anywhere in your Christian experience, because you're just like the children of Israel. You know you want to go in the direction that is that way, but unfortunately that which attracts you and that which is the dominant picture to you is your old life, the old values, the old things that you seem to love and wanted to be so much a part of your life for so long. They still are plaguing you and you're still looking at them. It's a simple picture. It's certainly not a simplistic one, because your direction is that way, but you're looking this way. And so when we do that, no wonder our Christian life becomes miserable. We become double-minded people. I know I'm meant to be going that direction, but man, I wish I could go there because I want to go back. And so my only advice is the tough truth that we spoke about yesterday is you've got to burn the bridges with your past life. And once you've burnt the bridges and there's no possibility to go back, then you can turn around and go in the right direction. But if back there where you came from is still a possible option that you could go back, you're probably going to go back, because the dominant picture is going to determine the direction in which you move. These guys in the Thessalonica church were confronted with idols everywhere, but they came to a decision individually, not corporately, just individually first. They were done with that direction. They were done and dusted with their past. They wanted nothing to do with the idols, even though they looked so attractive. They had decided to go this way. So when God closed the Red Sea and drowned all the Pharaoh's army, that's kind of like burning the bridge. No way to get back. Nowhere to get back. And yet with great yearning, those people never got to the promised land because they were still looking back at Egypt. It's a tough truth, but it's a good one. When you make that decision, not just to turn and run back to God, that's where it begins, but to turn from the wickedness and the idols of your past and say they mean nothing to me, and get some distance between your past and where you're going. And the pull of the world and the pull of that attraction is very strong while you hang around the Dead Sea or the Red Sea, sorry, and you're looking back into Egypt, and that pull is still there. You need to get some distance between Egypt and the Red Sea and the promised land where you're going. The further you get from this, the better you're going to be from a spiritual point of view. The less that hold will have on you, and you begin to enjoy the freedom of being away from the bondage to the old life. I hope that makes sense to you today. If it doesn't, go and read the book of Exodus and then tell me I'm wrong. Let's do that. Let's get some distance between us and the old life, and let's move in the right direction. Have a fantastic day, you people, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.